Looks like the whole tank is painted. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm satisfied. Hey guys, welcome back, and we're trying to finish up repairing the fuel tank. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try and paint the top of the fuel tank with a paint that I bought at a local box store that was cheap. I mean, all the other paints were very expensive or they had to be shipped. And this is paint that's good for aluminum and metals, so it's not going to damage the tank anymore. So let me show you what the paint looks like. So this is APOC 243 Advanced Elastomeric White Roof Coating. So this is a rubberized paint that's good for aluminum and metal roofs. So if you have like an aluminum roof at home, you could paint it with this. You could tint this paint as well. So if your roof is like orange or gray in color, you could just use this paint and you'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm using this long flexible roller that I found at another box store. I don't want to name which one. And I've been getting in there. So I'm going to use this hole here, and then I'm going to use the hole that's over there and paint as much as I can. And then at the end, I'm going to use a bristle brush to get around the edges or where I missed, and just lay it on, and hopefully it seals the tank a little better, which it may last a few more years. So if I don't smell any fuel in the future, I think it's good. So let's go ahead and paint. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just dipping it in like this, and you can see it's not even dripping. It's like a very elasticy paint, and I'm putting the brush inside and I'm just giving it coats like that, and I'm going all the way around, and I'm trying to get in as far as I can get, and it looks like it's working out pretty good. So I'm just going to keep putting coats on, and I have a whole gallon. I was going to buy Flex Seal, but that was just a quart, and that was $36. This was $24 for a whole gallon, and I got a military discount, so that was a plus. And it looks like it's doing a pretty good job at it. As long as you fill like the crevices and the cracks as best as I can get it. I'm just going to go all the way around, and here I'm hitting the wall when I'm going this way, so that's good. And you know, as long as like any more salt doesn't get in those little cracks, it shouldn't punch any more holes in the tank or keep corroding it. And it looks like it's doing a pretty good job. So I'm just going to stay here and paint and paint and paint until I feel like, you know, it's pretty good. And I'm gonna, you know, use as much as I can, and then I'm gonna paint the platform with this paint too to make it look nice. Right, guys, so it looks pretty good. I mean, I got as far as I could. I put an extension on it. I don't know if I got in that corner. I took the box out, but there's no opening, there's no access panel, which, I mean, it would have been good if they put an access panel in there. You know, I had one here, and one here. That would have been way much better than not having one. So the next step is to fix the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape it a little bit. I had a wire brush, I can't find it. I'm just going to put a self-tapping screw right through here and tap it right onto where it's thick, and that should be a good ground for the ground. I got to take this nut out and then just throw a self-tapping screw in there. Even if it goes through the tank, it doesn't matter. It's going to be sealed, and no gasoline is going to come out of there, and the rubberized paint looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is whatever leftover paint I have, I'm going to paint the deck, because it is a rubber paint, and whatever's left over, I'm going to paint back here. You can see how it looks here. It looks pretty good. So when this dries, I'm going to see what kind of finish I get. Let's see. You know, I'm going to see what type of finish I can get, and it's still going to be sandy, and being rubber, it might be slip proof. But look how nice that looks. So let's see how it dries. This will be the test area. And I'll paint the whole deck with this paint. It's a rubberized paint. They paint this roofs, so this should be good for the deck. I mean, look at it. It looks brand new. I'm going to paint in here. I'm going to paint all around. The boat will look like brand new. I'm not going to paint this, though, because the cushions are going to go on there. This, I had the boat. I waxed the boat. I'm going to have to wax this once I put it back on, and it should be good. And look in here, how nice that looks. All the crevices and whatever it is are filled in. So hopefully if any more water goes in there or salt, the rubber is going to prevent it from penetrating. Again, this is a roofing material, and it says for metal roofs. So this is a metal roof, basically. It's aluminum, and it said metals, so it must be good for aluminum. Like I said, it's a rubberized paint, so it should be okay. So let me go ahead and keep working and see how it turns out. So I got that one. I think it's good. Like that. It's still going to be the metal. It's conductivity. I mean, it's going to still be okay. I don't want to drop I don't want to lose that.
You drive a car. Maybe put me a car.
Alright, so now this one. How am I going to do that? Break it off. And so the plan is to do something like that and put that on the top of that, and just that'll be the ground. Or like this, and that's it. So I'm just going to try to scrape all this up as much as I can to get a better contact, and yeah, that's the plan. Or I can maybe even do it this way, so I already have a whole start, and that'll just screw right in with a self-tapping screw. Get it off like this because it's just so tight.
Yes,
but I got it loose. Try to get the screw in. It's going in, but the battery died. Try to use this thing. This thing should have enough torque. You motherfucker. Snap the head right off. So see how this looks here. Yeah, look at that. Makes it look like, no, I mean, you really don't even have to paint in there because you're never going to see it. I just want to paint this deck part. I want to paint this deck part as a sample to see how it looks, and then tomorrow morning I'll put the cork. Yeah, take a look to see how it takes, how the rubber takes it. Yeah, I think it came out pretty good. Looks like the whole tank is painted. 100-gallon tank. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm satisfied. This is the end of part 3, and I may make a part 4, painting the deck, and maybe I'll just keep going, keep making videos until it's in. I want to try to put the board in this weekend, so maybe tomorrow morning I'll get up, paint the whole deck, paint what I can with this, and then once the paint is all dry, I'm going to put the boat in the water, and I think I can do it by myself. So stay tuned for that.